Hello, friends, and welcome to the Cinemondo
Hi.
podcast with Kathy and Burk talking about movies and movie trailers. And one of my favorite things is science fiction movies.
Science fiction.
I like
Yay.
it when they come out with a new one that isn't a sequel. I like
It's
that.
brand new. A
It's
new
a brand new
concept.
idea.
Holy
It's
shit.
somebody
But
had an
then,
idea and they wrote it and they made a movie out of it.
and we have this brand new sci-fi movie from a director who directed one of the great sequels.
Yeah,
Just saying.
it was a sequel kind of a thing. It
It was
was
a
actually
prequel
a
sequel.
prequel, yeah,
You know what I
for
mean. An
one of
IP.
the
He directed one of the movies in an IP.
yes, and it was Rogue One, and we're talking
Mm,
about Gareth Edwards,
one of
who
my favorite Star Wars
also
movies.
it is probably one of my favorite of the prequel sequels, you know, the
Yeah.
post original trilogy films. It had a feel to it that I really liked. It kind of reminds
Yeah.
it's kind of like, you know, the series Andor had the same feeling because it's
It
based on
did.
the same characters,
Great series
but
too.
that was my favorite series of all the Star Wars series,
Hmm.
and so I think
Well,
he
Mandalorian's my fave, but that comes in a very close second.
yeah. But I think Gareth Edwards sort of defined the vibe of Andor series
Yeah.
by making his movie Rogue One. But you know what? He also did a movie called Monsters, which was his first big feature film, which I remember thinking, okay, this is a director that I want to watch because
Yeah.
that movie was so well made on a
Yep.
what I presume is a low budget.
Yep.
And it was another totally original idea. I'd never seen a film like that.
Yeah.
It was scary and it was weird and it kind of drops you into the story in a way that there's monsters and there's people trying to get away from them. And
Yep.
it was so beautifully, weirdly scary, dark, mysterious film.
And they
And
don't show the monsters too much. That's the key is don't overkill your monsters. Don't do overkill them. The more you see a monster, the worse it looks, honestly.
yeah.
So it's best to
Yeah,
keep
and
it
then he
mysterious.
did
So it might have been budgetary, but it was a very smart way to do it because you weren't sure what you were seeing. You weren't sure what was
yeah.
happening. So it was really, really well done.
Your imagination goes. But
Yeah.
then he did a talking about seeing a monster a lot. He did the movie Godzilla, the
Yeah.
2014 Godzilla, which I
He likes
still
his
think
monsters.
is great. I think I loved that
Yeah.
movie. I think it was a good
He did a really cool
homage
take on it.
to Godzilla. Yeah.
He did. He did something
And
fresh with it.
so he's got this new movie coming out called The Creator, which I've heard a little bit of buzz about it, and it's
All right.
got John David Washington in it, who I really liked
Nice.
in Tenet.
Oh, so good.
His dad's a pretty good actor.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Not bad.
Denzel Washington, in case anyone doesn't know this already.
Yeah. But John David Washington has this gravitas, you know, if he's in a movie, you're going to
Yeah.
believe the character,
Mhm.
which worked in the favor of the film Tenet, which I think another actor might not have been able to sell the bizarreness of that film, but
Right.
he is so grounded. He's such a real, solid person that you felt like, okay, I'll believe this weird idea.
That's right. Now
He
this is
sold it
only
in that film, so I'm looking forward
He
to
did.
seeing him in another science fiction
It's gonna be
story.
great. I know he's gonna become the
Yeah,
sci-fi guy. This is just a teaser, so it's not
right.
gonna tell us everything, but I'm sure we're gonna see some cool footage in it. So let's take a look and see what they got for us.
Okay. You
Okay.
got that trailer loaded up in the
Hey,
projector?
ready.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
And okay, here we
Ready.
go. And action.
What's heaven?
It's a peaceful place in the sky.
Are you going to heaven?
No.
Why not?
You gotta be a good person to go to heaven.
10 years ago today, the artificial intelligence created to protect us detonated a nuclear warhead in Los Angeles. For as long as AI is a threat, we will never stop hunting them. This is a fight for our very existence.
Whatever's in there, they're sure worried about someone getting in.
Yeah, they're getting out.
We're the same. We can't go to heaven because you're not good. And I'm not a person.
Did you locate the weapon?
Yeah, it's a kid. Seatbelts.
What do you want with the child? We are this close to winning the war. Execute her, or we go extinct.
They're coming to get me.
Damn. Okay. That, AI is the enemy. It's getting bigger and bigger. But you know what? She's not a kid. She's AI.
I know, that's the thing. I'm like, that's not a
So,
kid.
see,
It's
that's why it's
tricking
so
you.
smart. If you want to do
Yeah.
a robot or a creepy enemy, make it a cute kid and no one will be able to kill it. Nobody.
Yeah, I wonder
Maybe
why
a
he
serial
can't.
killer.
Because the thing is, I mean, yeah, it's made to be cute though. It's
I think
made
he's
to
charmed.
manipulate your feelings.
How different is AI from actual human thought? I mean, technically a lot of electrical impulses. Yeah, it's biological, but you could probably embed it and sort. So that we've had a lot of movies about how different is a robot versus a person, and what if you have a combination of both? Now we have artificial intelligence. Like, is it its own creativity? Are we the creativity? There's so many
Are
issues,
they
and that
are they our
it's so
slaves?
big.
That was the thing. The
Well,
movie. One of my
Terminator.
favorite movies is AI by
Mm,
Steven
yeah,
Spielberg. AI,
yeah.
the
Mhm.
Stanley Kubrick, Steven Spielberg thing. That movie, not unlike Kubrick's 2001, addresses the idea of artificial intelligence and what the fears and the dangers of giving it too much control. But there's one line at the beginning of the movie AI where one of the scientist characters asks a question that I think is so resonant within that film, and this one
Yeah.
too, evidently, I would imagine. It's like, if we do the God thing and we make creations in
The
our own
God thing.
image, if we
Right.
make them in our own image, what do we owe them? And
Exactly.
is
And can you kill them?
is it a kid? I mean, does it belong to you? I mean,
Exactly.
it gets to the question of like your pets. We say that I own a dog, and but AI is
Have
kind of
a robot dog.
oh,
A robot
little
dog.
Aibo.
Unfortunately, the problem with AI, it needs an energy source, and when the batteries go bad, and there's no batteries, but
Yeah, but what if they're
I'm
hooked
still
into
working on it.
the power grid?
I know. I still love my baby.
They
So yeah, but I
distribute
love
their
this robot dog, not as much as my real dogs, but I do. I have an attachment to it. I mean, what if it looked even more real, like the kid in the movie? Like, how far can you go where you can disconnect your emotions and not think that's a real person versus a robot? Even though it does have its head now,
Yeah,
which is sort of freaky.
I know. But it looks like it's going to address those issues in a pretty cool way, and
Yeah.
it looks like it's got a ton of action, and it's
Mhm.
like a war against the
Great.
AI, which is kind of interesting. I mean, it looks like they've got the big guns and they're going after or hunting AI, and
Mhm.
so I imagine the discussions, the concept meetings with this were like, all right, if real AI is going to have a war against us, they're not going to have a physical presence walking around
Mhm.
that you can shoot with a gun.
That's right. We don't
It's
need
going to
that.
be all done through connections and
That's right.
computer systems and networks
We're
and
gonna
whatever.
let it in. We're gonna
But
welcome it in, and then it's gonna take over.
But then they
What's gonna
probably
happen?
said, okay, we're going to need robots. We're going to need
We need
actual
robots.
physical manifestation of these things. And lately you've seen, I mean, pictures of Elon Musk kissing his new robot girl
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
things like that. We're getting
Yeah.
desensitized to the idea of seeing
Yeah.
robots. We've seen them on talk shows. We saw, like, I don't know, on the Tonight Show, they had the robot,
Yep.
the robot girl,
That's right.
and he's talking to her, and you know, the audience is like, oh, it's so cute. She's so
Yeah.
funny. She's so clever.
So clever.
And I don't know. It's weird to think about it, and it is kind of scary. Hopefully people will put some safeguards in there, some
Humans, we're not great at safeguards, but
yeah.
we've had a lot of warnings in movies. Had Blade Runner, like you were saying, we've had Terminator, we've had all these things about, and even I would say even like the Keanu Reeves, what was it called? Keanu Reeves movie.
Which one?
One with the AI robot kind of stuff. Alternate realities.
Are you talking about Matrix?
Matrix. We also have the Matrix, but in a way, it's sort of similar where, robots will be feeding off the creativity and the experiences of humans as a battery. I mean, there's a
That
lot
was
of like creepy sort of how can humans deal with artificial humans? And this is just at the next level. And AI did this too, where it's a child. So you're
Yeah.
like, can't really do anything to this cute child. Even though I did see I think she had a Snorlax, which I thought was a nice touch.
A what?
A Snorlax
what?
from Pokemon. Snorlax.
Oh, wow.
She was holding a little Snorlax, it looked like, which is funny too, because it's also kind of that, in a way, you're operating as a person inside a game, and then you feel attached to it, and you've got all this upkeep you have to do, and it's kind of, capture things and do things. So in a way, it's kind of artificial intelligence.
Yeah, it's getting you used to the idea of you being a slave to the
That's right.
artificial entity.
Do what it tells you to do.
Or
So anyway,
it's
this looks
going to
like
be
I can't wait to
angry.
see a full length trailer. Oh, I think we have one poster. Here we go. Let's take a look. Cool.
And it just
Cool teaser trailer.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
I
it
mean,
looks like a
teaser,
Ralph
poster.
McQuarrie painting. Classic
Gorgeous.
Star Wars Ralph McQuarrie looking painting.
I think you saw this type of robot head. He was ringing that bell, like ding, 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 you could see like the little
Yeah.
weird robot head. But yeah, so this is really nice because it looks all sci-fi, but it has a beautiful organic feel to it, and a very almost old, like you said, old-fashioned kind of illustrated poster. So
Like a
really
painting,
nice job.
yeah.
Yeah, nice job.
But
Very
this looks
obscure. They're
interesting.
not telling you anything.
Yeah, and they're not trying to sell you on a
No.
brand, or a
No, there's just something really beautiful. That's all they did. which I
brand new
love.
idea.
They didn't
And
even
it's
sell
also
SARS
the
or
film
anything.
has Ken Watanabe in it, who is a
He's great.
classic
Yep.
actor who looks like he's got some kind of robotic going on.
Yeah.
I think he's a
Yeah,
robot
definitely. Yeah, something's going on. So this looks fascinating. I can't wait to see a full-length trailer. We have a few months to go, so probably be a few more promos and videos and trailers. So we'll have
That
to check
seemed
in
pretty
on that.
full length, though. That seemed like
It
more
was
than just a
long.
teaser. They had a lot of stuff
Yeah,
in
but
it.
they're calling it a teaser. So
Yeah.
I guess the next one will be 3 minutes long, and maybe it'll have a different classic rock song in it. Maybe.
Yeah, and it'll give away the ending and stuff.
It'll tell us everything that happens. So,
Right.
so let us know what you think of this trailer in the comments below. Are you excited? What do you think what do you think about AI? What do you think about all that? Like I'm always interested in having conversations about AI and artificial intelligence and robots. Let us know.
It's
And if you like
troubling,
Rogue
but
One.
yeah, let us know if it's troubling or if you think people are going to be able to deal with it or control it, and figure out how to survive with our new robot friends.
Climate change or AI, one or the other is going to kill us all.
They may save the day, It's
They
like
may
I was
save us from
talking to
climate
somebody the
change.
other day about
right.
it, and they were like, they might be exactly what we need.
We might need them. That's right.
And I thought about it, and I'm like, wow, that would be nice if it's almost like that Day the Earth
Silver
Stood
lining.
Still idea, with Gort, the
Yeah.
Guardian robot
right.
that's keeps you from screwing up. And it's like,
That's right.
no, we will not allow you to destroy the environment. No, we will not allow
No.
that,
Exactly. So let us know,
So-
and we'll see you next time when the full-length trailer gets here.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.